And we're back for another episode of crazy stuff. I'm going to replace the rocker cover gaskets because they're leaking. Because the rockers let too much oil through and it builds up inside like a pressure cooker. And when they get a little bit old and hard, they just don't seal anymore, and all the oil I lose is leaking from the rocker cover gaskets on this one. On this girl, and that needs to be solved before it damages another set of control arms because of all the oil. So yes, we shall go and do that today, so I can go back to daily driving this thing instead of daily garaging this thing. And yeah, and I'll probably replace the rockers with some upgraded rockers which have a much smaller oil weeping hole. If you go to a website on YouTube called Martin Built, he actually put a plexiglass window on one rocker cover to compare the old style with the big hole to the new style with the small hole. And when he ran it with the old hole, the big hole, it was just like, oh, how can we compare it? Like a washing machine inside the rocker covers, basically. You know, or if you ever shampooed the carpet, you know, with one of those shampoo machines, you see all that dirty water splashing about inside. That's what it looked like, a cyclone inside the rocker cover. That's how much oil comes through the rockers when it only just needs to be a little bit. So the new rockers have a smaller hole. So since I've got a set here, I may as well swap them while I've got the rocker covers off. So here we go. Let's put on the head cam. Oh no, what do we have here? Look at that. Wow, so that's what it's going to look like. Hey? Is that where I'm going to put them? Probably. I better look, make sure you got it right there. Yeah. That's probably where those beauties are going to go, roughly. Yeah, they'll fit, no problem. And I clean out the engine bay and I get rid of the air conditioner ducting pipes. Yeah, and clean all this up, clean up the heater hoses. I'll still need them, but I'll probably just rerun them so they don't go over the rocker covers. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of room in there. I just thought I'd do that for a bit of fun today. And the battery's already remote in the other Jeep, and I'll get rid of the hydraulic fan because I don't like that. In the red one I've already put electric fans, so there's going to be a lot more room. And I do have plans for the front end. I'm not going to tell you what yet, but I do have plans for the Jeep front end. It'll give me a bit more room for intercoolers and stuff. So, but look at all this mess. What a terrible, terrible mess. Huh? So, yeah. These are not going in this Jeep, by the way, guys. This is just for me this morning to have a look how big they look underneath the bonnet. And what do you think? Do I reckon they look big? Hey? Anyway, I'll put them back in the box. I don't want them to get too filthy and dirty, and I don't want to get them damaged. So, a bit later. Well, we're back. See, this is all nicely split. Oh, ah, wonderful stuff. Lucky I got a spare. Wow. Age and plastic. Yeah, plastic doesn't age too well. Let's get this out of the way. This is what I got spares, eh? Probably undo these plugs here. Where's my little screwdriver? Like I said, plastic don't age too well. I hate this stuff. That's broken. Not sure what it's for. I suppose you squeeze this. Or do you lift it? I'm not sure. I presume you squeeze it. Oh. Probably hasn't been out since. There we go. Probably the first time ever since the engine car was built. I'm sick of this. Sick of that plastic plate too. No idea what it's for. Why it needs to be there. Whew, that's better. Probably keep them separate or something. There's another one here. Goodness me. They probably look confusing to Americans because it's all the other way around, right? I don't think I'll put this back. Whew. I always squeeze these together first, then pull them apart. Oh. Whew. I guess they're pretty well sealed. There's probably a trick to these, I imagine. I've done them before, but it was years ago. Get a pair of pliers maybe. It'll give me a bit more grip, possibly. Not really. Not with these. Where's my other ones? Here you are. I think I might need to push this down a bit. I don't know. Yeehaw! Earth cable. And this sits on the rocket cover. Not there. I guess taking off all the injectors, plugs probably help too. They've all got miserable little clips on them. Probably be easier if I took them off. Look at that. That's what I was worried about. That's one. One place where big hands do not come in handy. It didn't break. What a bloody miracle. Whew. Everything is super brittle. Why is this one not coming off? Oh, that one broke. Wowzers. Anyway, let me persevere with these and I'll get back to you. Well, I got the injector clips off. Now you got to, I know I'll probably have to move some more of this stuff, but now we have to unscrew all the rocker cover bolts, and then I'll know, to get the rocker cover off, I'll know what I have to move out of the way. Luckily they've never been out before, so once they're loose you can do them with your fingers. But there's a lot of oil at the back there, a lot of oil. That's cracked now, and I can do it out with my fingers. So I'm going to continue that all the way to the back, and then when I've done that, I'll turn the camera back on. How's that sound? Oh well, I ain't going to tell you this was easy, alright, because I'm not. It wasn't easy. Especially those bolts there, right at the back, they're not easy. The one at the back there, not easy. And before I tried pulling it off, I removed the oil filler, right, because that would probably be in the way. There's only 4 little bolts, so I've got this baby loose. Now let's hope, with all this crap in the way, I can get it up and over the rockers and off the engine, which I'm starting to doubt is even possible. Look at all this crap in the way, man. Now this is in the way. It's like working on an Asian Japanese car, man. Look, I tied stuff back. Yeah, it's not something you would think of is American, because most American vehicles you can climb in there with it. Very nice. I had to, instead of removing the tray to get to a nut, I drilled a hole through the tray. I didn't want to remove it, but I may still have to remove it. But the problem is, everything is attached to it from the looks of it. First I'd have to remove the fuse box. It's just one thing after another. But I've got to do it because it's leaking oil. Right, so slowly becoming a mess again. And then there's still steel up to here. There's a metal up to here, so, or was it just in the tray? Do I need to remove the tray? I think I do. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I've done it before on my red one, but I've cleaned it all up. I took the engine out, and now, because I put the camshafts in with the engine in it, for some reason this one's so much harder. I don't know why. So you got all these stupid bolts sticking out that are long. They're like fish hooks. Now I'd love to keep filming this, but you're just going to get bored, aren't you? And unsubscribe. See, this friggin' tray has to come out. I'm pretty sure of it. So you know those long bolts that hold the cover on, hit the steering shaft. It probably is possible, but probably not without a lot of cursing and, well, not so much cursing for me, but grunting and growling. So much oil down there. I have idea. I have a spare tray, so I'm not concerned if I stuff it up. I have a spare tray, so if I stuff it up, it doesn't matter. Battery. The big one. Yeah. Well, I didn't pay a lot for it. Whew. And the battery will still sit there and bolt down, so no concerns about that. These are crazy. Now it's hitting this. This is wild. I don't know how I managed on the other Jeep. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. See, it's hitting this bracket here. It is, well, you get the drift. All right, I'll tell you later if I'm successful or not. It's going to take too long, this footage. Oh, well guys, it's not easy. I got it this far though. I got it this far. Getting closer. Well, not 10 seconds after I stopped filming, I just wriggled it out. And I'll try and show you, because the motor leans back. There's nothing but oil just sitting in the rock, in the head there, right on the seal constantly. At night time it drips out. See, there's a whole pool of oil just sitting there, and that's why it leaks. That's where it leaks from, all along that bottom corner. And because it's not going back into the engine, because this hasn't been run for a week, so it's been sitting there, it will continue to leak until it's all gone. That's why I kept finding, every day I found new drops of oil on the floor. Look how orangey, oh, it's not orangey, it's like a bronzy color. Is that from the synthetic oil? But she's nice and clean, no sludge, because of all the regular changes. Dropped a bit of crap in there. Yeah, she's looking okay. Yes, it's got the big hole rockers in here. See, they're huge. The other ones are just a little pinhole. These are huge. You lose so much oil up here, and it's possibly also starves the bottom end because so much oil comes up here. It's a gasket. It's a crap that fell down. Oh, with a clip. Anyway, let me show you the oil build-up. This is the bottom corner where I just showed you all the oil. Pretty clean up to here, reasonably clean there. Starts getting dirty here and leaking all through there. This seal is all hard and flat. Let me just have a quick look at it for you. Where is the little screwdriver? It's cracking. Can you hear that? This rubber is actually cracking. Not breaking yet, but cracking. See? You see that? That's why it leaks. That's not sealing anymore. It's like glass, see? It's not a seal anymore. Okay, you got some new ones in the bin. All right, so now I'm going to clean this, and I think the other one, yeah, this side will be easier. Still got these silly hoses in the way. I can unclip them here, unbolt that, but there's more room on this side. Right, now I'm going to have some problem with headers on this side, I think, with the other one. Especially with that big engine mount there, so I definitely can't have that like that. You'd have to change the engine mounts or go for a motor plate. Oh yeah, interestingly, someone commented, oh, who told you that is an HO? Well, apart from that, it says this is also an HO with a single plug. He said HOs all have double plugs. Now, see that here? HO, right? HO head, right? And one plug, oh, that's injectors. My one plug only. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is no double plugs. The early HOs were also single plug, and I'm happy with that. That's annoying having double plugs. No need for double plugs. I set the turbo on a piece of wood. can go out. Yeah, so yeah, more room on this side, less on that one, but like I said, the battery's going to go away. Does anybody know anything about relocating the whatchamacallit, steering shaft? That was hard. That was a difficult part. That getting around this bit was really hard. I'm really hoping the camera is pointing in the right direction, guys. Sorry if it's not. But yeah. Yeah, look at the size of these lobes. That's HO. So yeah, even this one, you know, it's almost binding. So that's quite normal. Same as my new camshaft grinding. It's almost binding. It's got like 2 or 3 millimeters left before it binds. And apparently that's normal. So awesome. So I'll just give this surface here a wipe off. I've also got to flush the brakes badly. I've never done that since I've owned it. I'll go through that as well with you, but this is one of the most important things for me to do, is to fix this horrible leak. You can see where it's been burning on the exhaust. Horrible. Okay, you see me take it off. You don't need to see me wash it, so catch you later. Okay, here I'm going to show you the difference between the rockers, because I'm going to change them. A big hold, and then I'll show you the new replacement. They have a tiny little hole, maybe not even a quarter of the hole that's in there now. So I'll be replacing them today. I'll show you how to do that. Make sure that rocker is, the lobe is at its highest point, and is it forward or backwards? I'm trying to remember now. You basically just, oops, there you go, pop them off. Well, I'm not sure which way, but yeah, maybe I can show you a bit clearer now. Look at the size of that hole, right? That's like 2 millimeter hole, man. That's massive. Right. At the back, that is maybe a pinhole, basically. So that reduces the amount of oil. Okay, so this stuff's always in the way. Hang on a tick. Oh, cable tie, will do. Just wanted to show you how to put it back in. Just took the old one out. Right. Then you line it up. I'm going to put it on your head, and I guess the angle's right. I hope you'll be able to see it. Alright. And then there's not a lot you have to do. It's the same. There you go. It's the same thing. You have to do the same thing when a rocker falls off. It's not a big deal. When they do fall off, that's how you put them back on. You just line them up and clip them back on. So it's amazing, really, these hydraulics, how tight they are. How they're always under pressure. That's what I like about solids. They actually have a brief period of no tension, so you don't lose horsepower. And because these collapse, especially at high RPM, you lose a lot of lift and valve timing, which you don't with solids. So, and here I've replaced all the rockers. 2, 4, 6, 8, and I'm gonna call it a day. So sweet dreams, everyone. Well, good morning. It's the next day, and I was stuck into it. I disconnected the coil packs on this side as well as the fuel injectors, and yeah, moved all this harness as loose as possible out of the way. These were a lot easier to undo. I don't know how it's going to be removing it yet, but I hope I've got them all. The ones at the back again were hard. You know, nice if they had really long, a bit longer, you know, like a longer head on them, so easier to get to. Yeah. Anyway, let's see if I can get this thing off. I haven't cracked it yet. I have to find a little lip somewhere. This thing been on here for a long time. We're going to leave it on the fuel rail. Maybe I need a little bit of oomph. Not too much. Maybe a bit flatter screwdriver. Yeah. Here we go. Crack. Straight back. Straight back because I'm making a mess already. Crack, crack here, the gasket. There's no point replacing one side only. I don't think this one leaks. I honestly don't think there's much point in replacing only one side. With the aircon line here, that's going to be a bit tricky. And the heater hose, why didn't the heater hoses run from here around the back of the engine or across the top of the rocker covers down to there? Why not all this room here? Why not run the hoses down here and there? That is just so strange, to run them all the way from the front around the back to there. That seems odd to me. Yeah, it really does. Look at these things. Someone's replaced the clamps. Put hose clamps on there, but left the old ones on there as well. Okay. They do that a lot these days, put the engine underneath. In the old days, the engine would be in front of the firewall, which is roughly level with the screen. Now, they put them underneath the screen. This engine is underneath the windscreen. I guess it's all for ride comfort, having the weight further back, but makes them a bit of a pain in the ass to work on. Anyway, I'm going to stop filming for a bit because it's really hard to work with this camera on my head, sorry. So, forgive me for that, but once I get it off, I'll let you know how it went. Well, I ended up unplugging the harness tucking it back under here, and now it's up here, and that's the only way I could get it off. It's annoying, huh, how they engineer this. Engine's right up against the firewall. I went to look at the red Jeep and it seems to have so much more room than this one. I don't know how or why. It just does. Look how that harness is jammed between. It's jammed between the head and the firewall. It's just rammed in between the two. I don't like that at all. I wonder if there's a better way of running it. Have a look. How's the red one? Does that run the same place? Yeah, that runs through there. Yeah, it runs the same place. But look how much room there is there. At the back. I can see the gearbox from here. The firewall is completely different. Lucky, because that makes me happy. This one was built in Austria. I wonder if that's the reason why, but yeah, I can see the gearbox from here. This is so much easier to work on, this Jeep. That is strange. So strange. It just looks so much more bigger and open. This will be in the shed next. And we go back to the other one. Wonder where this one was built. Yeah, good luck, man. No, I guess it's the same. But it just, I don't know. The other one looks so much easier. I don't get it. Anyway, I got it off. It's gonna have a break now. I'm worn out. I've been pretty much working on this Jeep all week and I'm in pain and exhausted. So I need to go and have a break and some painkillers, and I'll go and change these rockers over. You don't need to see me do that because you've already seen me do the other side. It's the same process. Make sure the lobe is opposite to the rocker and then pop it off and pop a new one back on. And I've already got the gasket soaking in the degreaser, so until after my break. Well, I thought I would finish today, but no. It's hard when you have multiple spinal injuries. So I've done all the rockers on this side. Done all the rockers on this side. Having done that, there should be more oil going to the hydraulic lifters and the bottom end. There should be better oil pressure now. I wonder if I'll notice it on the gauge. Nice clean rocker cover with a nice new seal. The next thing I know is put that back in place here, screw it back down and reassemble everything. This ought to be fun. It's always fun, mind you. Before I do that, I'm back. I think last time I did this I put a little bit of RTV on the seal to hold it in place, but it doesn't fall out. It's not going to be easy because it's going to knock everything, isn't it? I may have to RTV them and then do them tomorrow when it's set. All this stuff is in the way. I'll give it a try. See, it's already, yeah, it's already coming out. See how it's rubbing there? That is the problem. Getting it to go over the camshaft bearing cap without knocking it off. How do I know if that's happened or not? See this thing here? Always hitting that steering. Wow. Not good, huh? Not good at all. What else am I hitting? See, it's out. I knew it would be. I knew it would come out. It's hitting the crankcase breather pipe. Which feels very hard and brittle. Give it a quick try, see if I can get that off by levering it. I think no. I think no. Small piece of wood or a thin piece of wood. You don't want to damage anything in the engine. No, no, too big, too long. You can see the rocket cover actually, I don't know if you can see it, if my camera's right angle, is rubbing the insulation on the firewall. It's a really tight fit. And so is this. I wonder if I should get the grinder and just take a bit of that off. Nice if this bolt was over here and the bottom bolt was over there, but there's no hole down there. Then you could like remove all of that. Interesting. Problems, huh? Always problem. Let's get these hoses out of the way. What is this here for? No idea. What is that? It's like a... Where does that go? To the front. Is that a hose or a cable? I'm not sure. Apparently there's a vacuum reservoir down the front, so it's probably vacuum. Probably running all the way from that side around this side, but it's annoying because it's in the way. Let's lift it up. Let's try that. Let's try again. Where's my torch? That's stuck on something. Looks like it's stuck on the bolts. How can I grab them? It's annoying they stay in. What's it hitting? There you go. But, is it still in? Oh yeah, I think so. Beautiful. Okay, I can tighten those up now. You don't need to see that. So let's go. Well, the rocker covers are back on. All tightened up. Didn't take me that long. Putting it back is easier than taking them off, that's for sure. So all these contacts here are very dirty. There's even dirt inside the plug there. I don't know if you can see it. And inside the injector plugs. It's really filthy. So I want to get some contact cleaner. A spray can of that before I put it all back together. So I know it's all nice and clean. We won't have any problems with lack of contact. So let's put the fuel line back, click that back in place. So just finishing off tomorrow, and I've got this to put in somewhere. Where are you? Here we go. A stage 2 performance jet. So I think you just plug it in, right? We shall see. And I believe goes in the middle there. Let's have a gander so I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Whoa, huge. So, yeah. Yeah. So it plugs in there like that. Can you see that? And then it piggybacks onto there as well. I'm curious if that'll make any difference. Very interesting to see. Installation guide. Stop in the name of love. If you have any trouble installing after, please call Jet first. Do not return the product. Call first. instructions. Alright, I'll have a quick look tonight. Okie dokie. I'll see you again tomorrow. We're back! Hopefully for the last day working on this daily overland. I've got some contact circuit board cleaner. I'm going to clean all the plugs before I put them back, and also I want to clean these, the ECU and that. I want to clean them up before I plug them back in, especially these little things. They don't look too bad, but I don't know, I don't want any problems, so I'm just going to give them a bit of a squirt. This stuff completely evaporates, so I'm just going to do that first. You don't need to see me do this, do you? No. And then I'll start plugging everything back in. Hopefully I won't forget anything. And I'll show you when I plug in the Superchip. Alright, I'll get to it. Well, it's around about lunchtime now, I think, or later. Yeah, midday. And I got a bit carried away. I had a couple of hours off, needed my medicine. I went and put in some 12-hole injectors. An invention I did all over a decade ago, came up with a decade ago, and it's quite commonly known now. A lot of people are doing it. Yeah, so it was so beneficial in the other Jeep, I thought I'd be silly not to do it in this one too. So I just swapped them out. The benefit was just so good on the other vehicle, and so I thought, well, why not put some in this one? So I haven't really got ahead. I went even further backwards by stripping it out more, and now I'm going to put everything back. I'm going to put all these clips back in, and I'm going to put all the clips, plug all these back, tidy everything up, and let me think. Oh yeah, and I'll get back before I plug in the Superchip. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Hopefully this will be done today still, if everything going well. Well, huffing and puffing, everything's connected back up, both sides, and I hate it. You know why I hate it? Because it's a mess. It doesn't look neat, it doesn't look tidy. It's not my style. I was built different. Yeah, like the red Jeep's not going to be anything like this. I may have to rewire the engine. I don't like the way it's wired. I don't like the way the cable's just hanging across the rocker cover here. You know, shoved onto some studs. It is so untidy. You know, when they design these things, is that the best they can come up with, honestly? You know what I mean? Is that like the best they can do? I'm just going to put on my head. There we go. So that one there looked really dirty, so I've got some contact circuit board cleaner. These look pretty clean though, that's not a problem. But that one there was particularly filthy. So Do I run it under or over? Do I run it back through here again? I think so, but it's so close to the exhaust too. I'll get back to you once I've fed it through. You don't need to see me feeding that through underneath the ABS system. I fed it through. It wasn't too bad. No. Yeah, clunk. There you go, locked into place. Hang on, this one first. Careful not to bend any pins, of course. Now it's hitting that harness there. Are you freaking kidding me, right? Okay. That's the same as a tack screw head, I believe. Same size. Oh, I hope she'll start after all these upgrades and fixes and repairs. It said disconnect the battery, plug this in, then reconnect the battery, and as per usual. And it said the black one, so same. And it go that way around, does it? That's not black, is it? Yeah, it is. I thought the black one was in the middle. Does this one go in there? No. Okay. Fair enough. I was wrong. But it's not clicking into place. It's got a little clip there, but that's as far as it goes though. Okay, that's in. The little thing there, you push in and lock it down. So that's the stage 2 chip. So I fixed the rocker covered gaskets. I've changed the rockers, I've changed the fuel injectors, fixed the oil leak basically, and I think that's it. I think of course no battery in there. I guess next is starting it. Change the brake fluid. I still want to do that. Where did I put the battery? Anybody see my Ultima battery? You know, it looks a bit like that one. Looks like this one. Hello. So, oh crap, it's heavy. A heavy back battery. Must be it's fully charged because it's heavy. Yeah, it's not really funny, is it? What did I find anything important? Phone call, appointment at the hospital. Okay. Alright. Was it? It's an Allen key, right? So, Allen keys. That's the one. Take that out. There we go. Hey, give me my socket back. Put that back in there. Lot of rubber pipes at the back, brittle and just snapped. So I had to find second-hand ones that I had laying around and make it all fit. It was not fun. I could do with some new terminals, couldn't I? Hello? This is my phone again? Or is it? Ah, of course not. That was the... Why does it still say message there? PMH, telephone appointment, spinal surgery clinic. 9 AM. Okay, tomorrow I have to go to... Tomorrow? I thought it was Wednesday. Yes, Wednesdays, right. You got to make sure of these things, you know. So These are all buggered, aren't they? Anyway, should flush the radiator too, to be honest, but I can't do everything all at once. How many times did I say to myself, fill it up with oil, fill it up with oil, fill it up with oil. Don't forget to fill it up with oil, Rick. Hey, hey. I mean, I had the filter was fully filled, so had some oil. Do-da, do-da. Old MacDonald had a farm, do-da-do-da-day. 5W40 synthetic. I know it's supposed to be 530, but I contacted this company, Penrite, which I've used my whole life, which is a fact. And they said this is full synthetic, will cover a 5W30 as well. So, and then oh, I was a silly boy, wasn't I? I think that's the first time in my life I've started an empty engine. Whew. You're a silly, silly man. Hey? I think the other one has a better cap. There we go. Shouldn't have been too bad. I don't hear any missing. Beautiful. No breathing. Well, that's that. Huh? Why? That was like that the whole time. I didn't pull anything out of there. I honestly didn't pull anything out of there. Have a look at the other one. Where's that supposed to go? I could hear the vacuum sucking. I'm like, that's not right. Goes to this pollution control thing, me jig. How long have I been driving around like that? Ages. But that goes to here. Ah, here we go. I was wrong again. I'm always wrong. It was here. I just forgot about it. I forgot. Okay. That's even better. That's about the only rev you're going to get from me while it's cold. Anyway, job done. I still need to double check the oil. Woo! Job done, friends. Let's hope the rocker covers now stop leaking oil. Look at that. Almost 260,000. No blowback. Runs beautiful. It's actually a lot quieter, I think, than before with the new rockers because more oil, right? It's all pressure. It's pretty good. Wow. Check the oil. Where's my pod filter? Getting warm, starting to smoke a bit. All that grease and oil burning off. I was so worried something was going to go wrong, you know. Let's hope no oil leaks anywhere. Get the brakes on. That'd be pretty cool if it was this high. Hello mate, even my jig is nice and lifted, isn't it? Okay, arrestor back down. Oh, she's running nice. Sorry about the camera work, I'm a bit excited. Make sure there's no oil pissing out anywhere. Just old stuff from before. What do we have here? A broken plastic cover for here. I can slip that back on. I'm not worried about the smoke. That's just from me touching everything and oil running onto the exhaust manifold from before. Alright, so this job is done. Voila. That is one action-packed episode with all these things done. The rocker cover gasket, the rockers replaced, what was the third thing? The rockers were replaced. I changed the injectors and I put in the Jet Performance Stage 2 Performance chip. All good so far. Thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. I may split this episode into two depending on how long it is when I finish editing, alright? A lot of people don't like to watch for an hour. I do if it's good, but my content sucks, so yeah, I probably wouldn't want to watch mine for an hour or more. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you were able to learn a little bit. Or maybe you're on a project and that project you just needed some advice on that you've seen here. And I hope that over my channel I've been able to help a few people. And it's all worth it. I enjoy doing it and I enjoy telling you about it. So appreciate it. Don't forget to like. I'd like you to share. Don't worry about the liking. Just let other people know my channel exists and I'll be really super duper happy. Much appreciated. I love you guys. God bless and take care.